Everyone, this is Tamika coming at you with another video. So last we spoke, I was going to do, first of all, please excuse all of this. I'm off today. I've been cleaning and I look like a hot mess. So don't mind the hair, the lack of makeup. We're not going to focus on that today. But last we spoke, I was gonna go for my seminar that was gonna last all day, and it started at 8 o'clock and I was there till around 2, so it wasn't too bad. We had to listen to a couple different speakers. One of them was the nurse and one of them was the nutritionist. And lastly, I met with the anesthesiologist. So I'm just gonna quickly go through the information that they gave us. It was all this. They gave us a folder and called it our Bible, our second Bible, because the first one they gave us was the binder that they gave us when we first started this journey. And that binder had everything in it about what the surgery entailed, recovery, just, stuff like that. The pre stuff, the beginning stages that we needed to know. So with this folder, it's basically the same stuff with a little bit more added to it. They got the nutrition and everything added to it. So first thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about in my folder, they gave us a preoperative teaching sheet that they went through, and it just basically says, talking about the FMLA. If you guys have that, it's like Family Medical Leave Act, and you get up to, I think it was, they said 6 weeks, 4 or 6 weeks, depending on your job. Some are paid, some are not, but look into that, especially if you're gonna think you're gonna be out for a while. So FMLA, see if your job offers that. So I did not know that. That didn't even pop into my head to ask about that. But that is the first thing that's on this paper. They said, hey, ask and see if you get FMLA at your job. So that, and there's also stuff in here about, they gave me my prescriptions already that they want me to go home with after surgery. They gave me hydrocodone for pain, liquid hydrocodone, Zofran for nausea, and lansoprazole. Sounds good, lansoprazole. And that one is to decrease stomach acid. So, just the 3 prescriptions. No biggie. Other than that, this packet talks about the vitamins, the liquid diet. It just touches on these subjects. It talks about the surgery will be approximately 2 hours and an hour in the recovery room. I am doing the gastric bypass, so it's going to be 2 hours, give or take. But they said it might be a little bit longer because he wants to fix the hiatal hernia that I have. He said it's just a small one, and they found that when I did my endoscope. So other than that, it tells you about, they're going to be monitoring your vital signs. You're going to be hooked up to IV for pain. Talks about doing the spirometer, which is the breathing thing. I think the spirometer is the one that you blow in and you keep the little ball in between the 2 lines. It's like controlled breathing. You're controlling your breathing and you got to keep it in between that line for a certain amount of time. I think that's what that one is. But they want you to do that every hour, I think. A couple times an hour, maybe. I'll find out because it doesn't specify in here. But it's supposed to help reinflate your lungs, because you're going to be on a breathing machine in surgery and your lungs get lazy. And it takes them a while to get back to normal function. So that's why they want to use the spirometer. Because the bottom of your lobes, you know, they sit down here. The bottom of your lobes are the hardest part that wake up, let's say. So with the spirometer, it's going to help work those muscles and get them open again. So, other than that, in this packet, just talks about calling your doctor. You receive clear liquids, huh? Oh, and a catheter. A Foley catheter they're going to have to put in. And they said that the Foley catheter is going to have to be in until the next day. And there's going to be a drain tube. You know, I knew all this was a possibility, but I was hoping I wouldn't have to get a catheter, and I was hoping I wouldn't have to have a drain tube. But they said that drain tube will come out before I go home, which is good. But it'll still be tender because, you know, it's a foreign object that's under your skin, and our bodies like to reject foreign objects that are in our body. But it's part of surgery. So they got the catheter, they got the drain tube. What else? Saying do not deviate from the plan. I put that in big bold letters. Do not deviate from your diet. They're saying don't drive for a minimum of 2 weeks after surgery. I'm assuming that's going to be partly because we're going to be on pain medicine after we go home, you know. No traveling for 3 months after surgery unless cleared with the doctor. Dr. Cahill is my doctor. So I can't travel anywhere too far because we don't want to have an episode and be far away from home. So, no biggie. Whatever. And that's basically all there was to this one. Preoperative teaching. Other than that, I have my post-op. Post-op is where I'm about to be. Clear liquid diet. Today is February 2nd. My surgery date is February 13th. And my clear liquid diet is for 1 week. So that starts on February 6th, 2018. I'm excited and nervous because clear liquid, that's it. No food. You know me. Well, you don't know me. But I like food. Willpower. Okay. We can do this. We can definitely do this. Clear liquid diet. Post-op. Which happens in 4 days. So, it says clear broths, low sodium. 100% pure fruit juice, dilated. 2 ounces of water to 1 ounce of juice. Decaf tea or coffee. No lemon, no cream. Sugar-free, non-carbonated beverages like Crystal Light, Welch's, or Kool-Aid. Artificial waters. I'm sorry. Flavored waters. Artificially sweetened fruit 20. Propel or Nestle. And finally, water. Hey, it didn't mention anything about protein shakes or Premier Protein, or like the protein powder stuff, but I think that might have said somewhere else. But that was all for this one. The liquid diet. I screwed that one up. This one is the clear liquid post-op diet. Post-op diet. After surgery is when this is the only things I get. Post-op. Sorry about that. But there is one for a pre-op. Before. Pre-op surgery. So, that's this one right here. But this one is the bariatric surgery gastric bypass nutrition component with my nutritionist's name on it. My nutritionist is Dale, and his phone number. So this packet included the pre-op diet. So it's just telling you the stuff we can have. So I'm going to be drinking 3 to 4 whey protein shakes a day mixed with water, or the Premier Protein ready-made shakes. I got both of those yesterday. Me and my mom went on a shopping spree, so we got everything that I would need for my pre-op stages and some of the post-op stage. So other than that, drink water in between to stay hydrated. You always want to stay hydrated. Dehydration is going to be a big factor to try and avoid in this journey. So it's going to be hard, but this is the life we choose. So no solid foods are permitted at this time. The purpose of this high protein diet is to reduce the glycogen levels in your liver and muscles. Reducing the glycogen levels will make your bariatric surgery easier and safer. Many bariatric patients have fatty livers, which result in high glycogen levels. The liquid protein diet will also help you ease into the bariatric post-operative diet. You may use any whey protein powders as long as it follows these guidelines. Per scoop should be the protein 20 to 30 grams, fat 5 grams or less, and sugar 5 grams or less. And then the day before surgery is clear liquid diet only. So that's going to be low sodium chicken broth, decaf tea or coffee, no cream, no lemon, sugar-free non-carbonated beverages such as Crystal Light, Whalers, or flavored water such as Propel, and basic water. So that is my pre-op diet. And other than that, I'm not going to read every single thing in here, but the next one is phase 1, which is the clear liquid diet, and that's for days 1 through 10. So it gives me a list of foods of what I can have my first 10 days out of surgery, give or take. Estimated, it's not guaranteed. Right on day 10, I'm going to move on to the next phase. No. However my body takes it is how we're going to move, how we're going to progress through this stage and the following stages. And it also says the water intake goal is 64 ounces of any combined liquids. So I need 64 fluid ounces every day. Be able to drink that every day. And I hear it's hard to get water down and anything down the first couple weeks. So we'll see how that plays out. Phase 2, protein drinks and vitamins. That's day 11 through 14. And then it gives the protein shakes, the protein powders, zero carb iso pure or liquid. Just some examples. And you can start taking your vitamins again during phase 2. Phase 3, full liquid blenderized diet, days 15 through 28. So you're going to start with a quarter cup of food, work your way up to a half a cup food. Your food has to be pureed, like baby food type stuff. And it gives you another list of stuff that you can eat: canned fruits, baby food, smooth cereal, smooth hot cereal. It even says skim milk or 1% milk. So we'll do that. Now, everything has to be in liquid form. I'm not going to choke on any of this stuff, so I'm going to use my Ninja blender and blend the crap out of this stuff, puree it down, and swallow it. Next, phase 4, soft to regular foods, day 29 and beyond. So after 1 month, we're going to get back to regular foods. You always want to eat your protein first. And And it also says in bold here, do not have 3 meals and a protein shake. You can have 2 meals and a protein shake, because that protein shake is replacing a meal. So just don't overdo it. And, that's when it starts throwing in scrambled eggs, seafood, deli-style meat, low-fat cheese, string cheese, cottage cheese, spices, but not spicy. Don't want to tear your stomach up. And after that, it says foods to add after 6 weeks, foods to add after 7 weeks, foods to add after 8 weeks. And then it talks about alcohol. It says only drink alcohol on special occasions, because you get more drunk more quickly. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but whatever. It says never more than 2 drinks per 24-hour period. Okay. Then it talks about your eating methods, to eat slowly, allow 20 minutes in between meals. Talks about your dumping syndrome, how to avoid that, I guess. How to avoid that. Then it talks about the food labels. They said that the labels are going to be changing in a couple months, about 2 months or so. Every single label is going to get changed, and it's going to show the actual, sugar, because sometimes they hide sugar by funny names in these labels, but everything is going to be more in depth. So it talks about food labels, how to pay attention to them, what to pay attention to. And lastly, it talks about protein. Protein is always number one, always the most important. For women, we need 60 to 80 grams of protein daily. For men, they need around 70 to 90 grams of protein daily. So make sure the minimum amount needed after surgery is 50 grams each day. Try to hit that 50. Try to get those 64 fluid ounces in, and you're going to do just fine. Because I heard the more hydrated we stay, that's going to aid in the more weight we lose. So if you want to lose the weight, you want to stay on this path, stay hydrated, drink your fluids. I don't know how well this is going to take, how easy it's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be difficult, some parts, in the beginning, but we'll get through it. So after that, we got a couple sheets for the vitamins. They want us to have the multi-patch plus and a vitamin B12 energy plus patch. Both these patches they want us to have the day we go home from the hospital. So the patches, I think they want the patches to be on us for a month, to get those vitamins in. And then we start popping pills. It was one of the phases. What was it? Didn't it say phase 15 through 28 or something? But either way, they want us to be on the patch. And then they gave us some information about where to Google or the website to go to get these patches for the B12 and the multivitamin. So I still got to look into that and get those patches. Because I'm not going to swallow no horse pill or anything or try to force that down day after I leave the hospital. No thank you. And they also gave some pain relief samples. All the vitamins or pain pills or whatever the case may be should be in liquid form, crushable, or chewable form. So none of the time-released capsules type of deals, because if you crush those down, you're going to get all of it all at once. As soon as you put it in your body and it's being digested. It's not going to be time-released. It's all going in right away. So that's not good. But pain pills if needed. After, we're weaning ourselves off of the big pain medicine. Other than that, they gave us a list of pills to stop taking. 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 day, 2 days before surgery, stuff to stop taking. Got 2 sheets of medicines to stop taking before surgery and when. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so I still got some of the drainage happening. Talk about drainage, and let's talk about food. So they gave us a list of bariatric friendly restaurants that will supposedly cater to our new pouches, our new stomachs. They gave us a special menu request card saying, hey, I'm Tamika. I had bariatric surgery and I can't eat a full meal, so please allow me to eat off the children's menu or give me half portions at a discounted price. So they gave us a list of places that should honor that card. So we got Golden Corral, which is a buffet. Golden Corral, Applebee's, Cracker Barrel, Olive Garden. Oh, I love Olive Garden. Red Lobster, Outback Steakhouse. I love Outback Steakhouse. Chili's and Denny's. And those are just some examples of the places. So if and when I start going back out to restaurants, best believe I'm going to bust out that card. Say, sorry, dude, I can only eat 4 ounces of food, so give me 4-ounce prices. Other than that, they gave us visitation guidelines saying that, you know, if needed, my husband, my mom, they can spend the night in the hospital with me when I go in for surgery. But I'm gonna be sleeping, I'm gonna be on pain pills, I'm gonna be walking around trying to get the gas out of my belly. Do your thing, babe. Go to work, look after the kid, come visit me. I'll be alright. Other than that, they have why aftercare is not an optional. Can't read today. Why aftercare is not optional for long-term success. I haven't read this one yet, but I will. It's only a couple pages. The other one they gave us, important safety information, how to self-inject guide. I don't have to self-inject, and I did not read this because of that. So we'll just put that one to the side also. That one's not important. They also gave me my 1 week post-op date for a visit to see how I'm doing. So that'll be February 21st with my doctor. And the last thing we got in this folder is our consent to have surgery. So we read through this. We initialed each page. We dated each page. I turned in my last page saying, yes, I give my consent to have laparoscopic Rowan-Y gastric bypass, i.e. RNY gastric bypass. And that was it for this folder. I asked my doctor, I'm like, hey, when was my first visit here? Because I totally forgot. Blah, blah, blah. My first visit there was April 7th, 2017. And we are February 2nd, 2018. It's almost been a year since I started this journey. It doesn't even seem like it's been that long. Time went by so fast. Especially, you know, looking forward to doing these 6 months of nutrition, once a month, blah, blah, blah. That helped with the time going by. Like, all right, Another month down. I got an appointment. Another month down. I got an appointment. Another month. I got to do this. I got to take this stress test. I got to meet with this person. I got to do this. That's what helped the time go by faster. It didn't even seem like it's been a year, but it has. And it is almost over. I am inches away from the finish line for my rebirth birthday. Got hair in my eye. But I'm so excited that this journey is coming to an end. I can't wait to see what's in store for me as a smaller person, as a healthier person. I'm be able to run. I'm be able to play. You know, my stepson is 12 years old. I just finally, yesterday, told him that I was going in for surgery in 2 weeks. And he asked what kind. I told him. We talked about it for a minute. He scampered off and went to go play. But I was nervous telling him, of course, you know. But I'm glad I did. I have to. Otherwise, he's going to be like, Tamiko, why are you laying on the couch? But, yeah, I'm excited for that. So that was it for the first part of the seminar. We're already in 26 minutes. So if you're still here with me, thank you so much. This is a lot of information that was thrown at me and that I'm throwing at you. So when I met with the anesthesiologist, they did a quick coffee pot just made a weird noise. But it was just a quick Q&A with the anesthesiologist. They came, the phlebotomist came and took some blood. That chick. She tried to stick me up here in my arm, and she wasn't getting any blood. So she's going in and out, trying to get my vein, in and out, in and out. Couldn't get it. So this is happening while the anesthesiologist is talking to me. So I'm halfway paying attention to him because I'm watching her and feeling all this pain in my arm. So then she couldn't get it and went to my hand. And she tried to go in the smallest vein possible right here on the side when she could have just went to the bigger one that goes down. Whatever. She stuck it in there. That one hurt. I've never had anyone stick a needle in that vein. But this one, yeah. But not the side one. Not the side one. Sorry, my phone rang, so hopefully this gets in there right. But she got it in there, and it started flowing, and then it stopped. I guess my vein was like, you're done. No more. So again, she's out, in, out, in, out, in. That hurt. Whatever. So the the anesthesiologist, we just talked for a minute. He told me, you know, we're going to make you real comfortable. We're going to put the medicine in, blah, 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 the general anesthesia. I don't even basically know what he said because I was too busy looking at the phlebotomist. Anyways, that was just the basic stuff, you know. I know what to expect. I know they're going to come. They're going to hook me up to the IV. They're going to have me on a drip of saline fluid to keep me hydrated. And then they're going to put the night-night medicine in my IV. I'm going to go to sleep for a couple hours and wake up probably sore, in pain. But other than that, 3 days prior to surgery, I have to wash all my bed sheets, all my sheets, and I have to take a shower like regular and put this solution stuff onto these cloths that they gave me, and I got to use 6 cloths. They gave me a diagram. I got to use 1 cloth for each area. 1 cloth for my chest area, 1 cloth for this arm, 1 cloth for this arm, 1 cloth for my belly area, 1 cloth for my leg, and another cloth for my other leg, and 1 cloth for my back. Well, one cloth for both arms. I said each arm separately, but one cloth for both arms, one cloth for each leg. So 6 cloths total. 6. And I have to do that every night for 3 nights because it's ridding my body of any type of germs or whatever. So my doggies can't sleep in the bed with me. My husband can, but he said to keep it sterile, he might just sleep downstairs on the couch. Whatever. So I went out and bought a new blanket, a new comforter, and some new sheets. I bought new clothes to go home in and stay at the hospital in. I got new shoes. I'm just starting off fresh with this stuff. You know, I bought cheapo stuff like clothes because I'm not going to be wearing them for much longer. Anyways, so yeah, I have to take a shower 3 days prior every night, do this new ritual, shower, cloth off my body, and go to bed. And clean pajamas each night. New set of pajamas each night, but I only have to wash the sheets the first night. So, that's about it. And that third night, I will be going to the hospital the next day and having surgery. They said, as of right now, unless my doctor changes it, my surgery time, well, the time I have to be at the hospital is 6 a.m. And I will be on a drip for 2 hours of saline because they want to make sure, you know, we're hydrated. So after that 2 hours at 8 a.m., then that's surgery time. And surgery should last, in theory, 2 to 3 hours, and then an hour in recovery. And then I will be done with that part. And who knows what's going to happen after that. They might have me get up and start walking right then and there. They might give me some time. I think my doctor said, with all of his patients, he wants us to stay in for 2 days. Stay in the hospital for 2 days. Just to make sure everything's copacetic, everything's good, you know. So, it's going to be a good place to be. It's probably going to be scary coming home for the first couple days, you know, because I just had major surgery. What happens if I'm home by myself and something happens? I don't know. I always think crazy thoughts, but I am so glad it is almost over. I am so glad to be starting this new chapter in my life. It's going to be a good one. But when something else happens, I will let you guys know. I'll keep you up to date. And other than that, guys, you take it easy. I hope this video wasn't too boring and dragged too much, but I just wanted to fill you in on everything that I knew. And I hope this helps somebody. So guys, until next time, can I be like Jerry now? Until next time, take care of yourself and others. This is Mika XXL No More signing off. Bye guys.